This one's gonna be tough. I had a lot of stuff last night. So the first dream, Lee Deadwood was in the news three times in one day, and it had something to do with Art Deco. And you know how in the Olympics there's a podium, one person's here, one person's here, one person's here. Well, that came into play, and I don't know. It was apparently it was of God that they were in the news three times. But then I was out in California again, some sort of Silicon Valley tech facility. I don't know what, but I was running around and I found out that they were watching people in the bathroom for blackmail purposes. There was some drug deal that was supposed to go on where somebody was supposed to give somebody weed in the bathroom, and the one of the people who ran the facility went up to the guy and he was like, "Hey, don't do that. You'll get in trouble." I was like, and the dude was like, what? What are you talking about?" Because this Silicon Valley thing, well, that's in California, and that's where all that's legal. And it turned out what they were doing is they had cameras in the bathroom to do blackmail on people for some reason, which is not weird. And then I was at this facility. I don't know if it was still that facility or not. Um, but I ran into this gal I've always had a thing for. She's a long ways away from where I'm at, but she had the ability to extract a hard drive from a computer without physically doing it. Which, I mean, all you got to do is image and download it. So it's not that exciting, but she could do that anyway. She was in this basement apartment, and I went to go say hi and whatnot. And we ended up sharing a kiss. Wasn't bad. It was actually, we both enjoyed it quite a bit. But of course, it's my dream. So it'd be, here's the thing, my dreams are weird. Sometimes, sometimes I don't give myself the benefit of the doubt in the dream. So I'm glad that turned out all right. And then there was this black dude. Who did he remind me of? You know who he reminded me of? There's a guy on Infowars from Minnesota who's on the ballot to be a senator, and he's a little younger than me. Tall dude, real. He's something Reese, I think. I don't know. He's real laid back though. He's a smart dude. And I look at guys like that, and I think, man, they did a good job with their lives at that age. They've got it together this well. But anyway, he was giving me some sort of financial advice, and he was going to a bank to make a deposit, and I was tagging along for some reason. I was at this some sort of discotheque or club. What discotheque? What am I, 50? Some sort of club, and there was a dude with some sort of frilly girly makeup, because that's what people aren't even gay, and they're doing this stuff because it's in fashion. I mean, we thought it was bad during Bowie's time in the 80s, but oh man, his shenanigans seems wholesome compared to what we were seeing today. But anyway, he was in this sort of crow's nest thing at the top of the bar, and you could climb up on this side or on this side, and it was a yellow square area that looked down over the whole establishment. So me and my bandmates, he was singing the music. He wasn't just playing it, like he was singing it. And so one of my bandmates turned to me and he said, "All right, is there a chance?" And while he's singing it, we all just climbed up there and stood behind him because we were going to ask to get played on the thing. And this guy looked like a friend of mine I'd met in Gillette. He was a cool guy. He was a cool dude. I haven't seen him in about a year because I moved, but we were playing pool, and I don't know if you've heard of JoJo's Weird Adventure, but it's an anime, and the anime, they're always like, "Ha ha! Now he will fall into my secret plan." Ha ha! Because that's how the English dub is, and that's their monologue. And apparently, anime directors saw David Lynch's Dune, and they're like, "Oh, we like it when they do the subtitle, when they do the internal monologue. We do that with all anime from here on out." That's not even Japanese. It's like a bad Chinese. Arigato. Japanese would be more like this. But anyway, so we were playing pool. This is in real life, And we'd be like, aha, he does not see that I have hit the ball near the hole so that he would make a missed shot, but now he's fallen into my trap. Ha. And we talked about how funny a movie that would be just to go over the top with it. Heck, I'd watch it. Anyway, he was singing the music and makeup for some reason. I don't know what was up with that. And then me and two of my bandmates went up there, and it wasn't my idea. I was just showing support. And one of my bandmates had white high heels on for some reason. And nobody in this situation has any interest in anything but ladies, but it's something to do with how the music industry wants you to do that stuff. And when I was a younger teenager, I used to I used to goth myself out. I had long parachutey pants, and I always wore black, and I tied my shirts up in a ponytail. That was my own idea. That was a bad idea. And I had fishnet for the arms, and I wore a watch on each hand because I thought it was actually the chicks did like it because it was stupid. That's the best way to put it. And the whole reason I did that is because I was a little chunky, and that style got me attention from the ladies. And a lot of the music stuff, the long hair, the girly stuff, a lot of the reasons guys are getting into that stylistically has nothing to do with any of this rainbow gay nonsense and everything to do with what are the ladies after? Oh, okay. And it's like birds in the Amazon doing weird dances. It's nothing different than that. But then what happens is the perverts and the wicked folks get in there, and they suck you down further. Oh, what ladies really would like. Oh, if you and your buddy kissed. Oh, look at these girls. Oh, they'd pay you money to do that. That sort of thing. And guys do it to gals too. They make gals do this thing where they're like, yeah, well, you and your girlfriend make out. Whoa, we're at the party. Whoa, so what? That sort of thing. It's like travesty breadcrumbs is what it is. Travesty breadcrumbs. Um, and that sort of thing thrown at teenagers and middle schoolers and college kids, because really they're all just one other stage of childhood. I mean, even Madonna said a man's useless till he's 30, and I see what she means. I mean, she's a plastic whore that has outstayed her pop culture welcome by about 30 years, but yeah, she's got a point. Until you reach about 30, you know so little about what's going on in the world and yourself that you're really just, you're a fart on the wind. You go where it takes you, and then you disappear unless somebody inhales you. This is a bad metaphor. Anyway, I'm gonna go with travesty breadcrumbs. Travesty breadcrumbs. That's the name of this dream log. Man, you better not be just staying out. People, people in my community wake up earlier than me. Anyway, all right.